Yes, they are. Kelly, Pete, Ron, and John are back for what they call the Epic Ride 2025, which consists of the Northern California BDR Sections 2 and 1 in that order, the Southern California BDR Sections 7 and 6 in that order, and the Nevada BDR Section 3. So once again, I've been given 3 micro SD cards containing footage of their adventure and asked to make a video. However, it's not going to be an easy task. John's footage for the entire first day is upside down, which requires a 3-step process to make it upright. And Ron's footage is overexposed for the whole trip, which makes it mostly useless. So I'll be relying heavily on Pete's footage to make this happen. On the upside, Kelly provided me with her exact route for each day using the Rubber Ride app. So without further ado, let's dive into this epic journey starting with day 1.
Well, this is right before launch. There's Pete's bike, the Tenere, the Blue Crew. We got Ron's Monster, the 890. You just grabbing some footage, Pete?
Hey, man.
We got everybody going. We got Kelly's monster bike. We got the 690. And we're about to launch.
The first day of this rather unconventional BDR experience will begin in Carson City, Nevada, and end in Ubehebe, California. With Carson City nearly 50 miles behind them, they exit Highway 395 at Larson Lane. From there, they'll connect with the Northern California BDR, Section 2, and head south. We catch up with them here, taking a quick break on East Side Road.
Are just past Topaz Lake, just south of it. We got Kelly foraging, John foraging. Hey, John. And we have Mr. Ron Davis. Dude, where it all started.
Where we went, had our butt in.
Good speed.
Woo! You're on too. Alright, I'm coming up. Thought maybe it was just for orange bikes.
This is where we talked to those guys on the bikes. This is where we came down and we were rapping with them when we were like, no, don't do it.
Yeah.
Right.
The guy in the Jeep even told us not to do it.
The guys were stopped here at Libdell Lake Road. And this is what they're talking about not doing. The infamous Mount Patterson Expert Section, aka the Widowmaker. The guys attempted to conquer this route back in 2024, and this is how it went. course, there'll be no Mount Patterson Redemption ride today. The guys will continue south through Bridgeport to the Chimong mine.
Kel, what do you think?
Yeah, Chimong mine.
So does your Zumo say what it is?
Yeah,
Yeah, mine doesn't
the
say.
Chimong mine.
Not as limber as I once was.
Yeah, I hear you. Alright, stay cheese, boys.
Jeez.
The Chimong mine was founded in 1909 by Stephen Kavanaugh. It was a gold and silver mine, though not a particularly profitable one. Poor management and legal disputes chipped away at the profits, and while the ore was processed on site, it had to be shipped to Bodie for smelting. This added expense made Chimong mine less of a lucrative claim and more like an expensive hobby. It finally closed down in 1938. And speaking of Bodie, it's our next landmark in this journey, but not before we encounter a couple of minor mishaps, like Ron heading in the wrong direction. Heroes, reunited on Bodie Masonic Road, are now back on track to their destination. I doubt they'll run into any snowbanks before they get there. Wink. The guys have stopped here due to a large snowbank blocking the road. Thankfully, there's a bypass that'll get them to the other side of the snowbank.
You want me to go first? Kel? Push me left, bro. I just crashed it. Yeah. Dude, I suck.
You all right, brother?
Thanks to my dude. I could probably,
Sorry.
fuck, it's heavy. Alright, I just think I tweaked my back too. Yeah, alright. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. I think, let me make sure. Oh yeah, it's in gear, Ron.
Okay.
2, 3. Dude,
Okay.
I owe you.
Yeah. It's all right.
Thank you.
Can you put a leg over it while I hold it?
Yeah, yeah, you don't mind? I used to be a dancer.
Now just pull in the clutch and just let it coast down.
Yeah, man.
Just keep your weight in the back. Just roll it. So keep your weight in the back and just let it roll. Just let it roll. Let off the brakes.
Come on, Pete. Let's go. What happened, brother?
Dude, I took a digging.
Did you grab too much front brake?
Yeah. Too much front brake. My thing's all jacked up a little bit.
You gotta be easy on the front brake.
Yeah. That's what I was not. I was too aggressive on the front brake.
What's that?
I'm talking to Johnny. Too aggressive on the front brake. You having a good time?
At least you got that out of the way.
Yeah.
The little tip over.
Yeah.
Your GoPro got all wackadoodle too.
Oh.
So you might have to take your helmet off to readjust it.
I took, like, John, it was, you know, that I took the higher trail. You
Yeah,
took,
that's the one I should have taken.
Yeah.
The one on the left was all loose and fucked.
so I take the corner and then boom, I just went into the berm.
Fast forward to Pete rolling into Bodie Ghost Town. And as you can see, his GoPro is still... Let's see if I can fix that. That's a little better. Now, they're not going to tour this historic site, and I'm not going to go into any detail about it. I did that in the previous video, which I will link below. No, just a quick picture, some GoPro repair, and then on to Highway 167 along the north side of Mono Lake. The next stop is here along the west side of Mono Lake, where they will get some photos of the calcium carbonate spires that Mono Lake is famous for. And of course, Pete's going to do roll call and make sure that everybody's okay.
Got a check here. How you doing?
I don't see a light on.
You don't have to see a light. Great talking to you. That's first. No, it has it in the back.
Oh, it's going?
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Check. Doing all right?
Great.
All right. Good. Attitude check. How we doing?
Fucking awesome, man.
All right.
For the final leg of day one, they step off the Northern California BDR onto Highway 120 heading east to Benton Hot Springs. From here, they'll connect to Section 7 of the Southern California BDR and head south the rest of the way to Bishop. Hold on a second. I was going to keep my mouth shut, but I can't resist. When I first saw this footage, I thought to myself, what the is that? I'm referring to the rock formations along the side of this canyon, which I thought might be a coarse sandstone or a volcanic tuff. And after some research, it turns out the latter was true. This is part of the Bishop Tuff Formation, which was a result of the eruption that formed the Long Valley caldera. And for those that don't know what volcanic tuff is, it is formed when extremely hot ash from a volcanic eruption blankets the ground and welds itself back into solid rock. This eruption occurred some 760,000 years ago. However, the Long Valley caldera is still listed as active. Oops, I almost forgot about the guys. They did make it to Bishop, strapped on the old feed bag, and got some rest in preparation for day 2.
Pete, you ready to do this?
Oh, yeah.
Second day.
Dude, it's gonna be a good day.
Here we go. Younger. He wants to go wash his bike before the next run.
Sad but true.
The plan for today is to follow the Southern California BDR south to Penman Springs, and we will now catch up with them on Black Canyon Road.
Just some losers who lived up the street. Just some guys we don't want to meet. Playing songs and we start to jam. Maybe we really are a band, but no, you can't stop us now. We got our roots in the ground. You can't pull us out. We are the bad plans now. Making up a punk rock band. Making up some devilish plans. The anger that's instilled in us can feed a crowd, give them a run. But no, you can't stop us now. We got our roots in the ground. You can't pull us out. We are the bad plants now.
Wow. Well, if you've ever asked yourself, are aliens real? I'm pretty sure these guys would know.
But we learn how to fight with sound. We are the bad plants now. No, you can't stop us now. We got our roots in the ground. You can't pull us out. We are the bad plants now. You can't bring us down.
Let's get caught up real quick. Where John had stopped is the Owens Valley Satellite Array, which, unless you're Amish, you should know is a powerful radio telescope used to study the deep universe, and a great place for aliens to photobomb unsuspecting tourists. Moving on, the Southern California BDR takes them to the west side of 395. This is where they encounter the Little Pine Creek crossing. Pete was the first one to cross, and rumor has it he took a digger on the upslope exiting the creek, and now he's going to Spielberg it, filming the rest of the crew as they make this treacherous crossing, beginning with the ground level of Kelly, followed by an aerial of John and then Ron.
on, Precious. You can do it.
And now the SoCal BDR takes them back to the east side of 395 and to the Reward Mine.
Take a break. Maybe we go up there. Let's take a break. Yeah, go ahead.
John is going to ride up to the main entrance of the Reward Mine. However, it's going to take some coaxing to get the others to follow.
Ron, did you have the GoPro on? No, you can get through. Tell every... Ron. Oh, fuck. You guys can make it. You got it, dude.
Holy shit. He said what?
Dude, if Dork in the Road made it up here, my God, I hope you could make it up. Here we are at the Reward Mine. Not going in here though. Okay. Had my fill of goblins for the day.
The Reward Mine, founded around the year 1870, was, you guessed it, a gold and silver mine. It originally consisted of two operations, one being the Reward, and the other being the Brown Monster operation. Now, along with a maze of man-sized tunnels is this very large tunnel that you can actually drive into. And a couple of the guys are going to actually do that.
Yeah, this is as far as I go.
But not John or Pete, who decided not to ride to the top. No, it's going to be Kelly and Ron who take the plunge. And Ron will end up having second thoughts.
This is kind of creeping me out, dude. Here we are down in the Reward Mine. Way to go. Woo!
After narrowly escaping the boogeyman, the fellas return to the BDR, which takes them once again to the west side of 395. They'll ride through Manzanar, which was an internment camp that imprisoned Japanese Americans during the Second World War. They will then push forward to the Iron Man Scenic Overlook, where they'll take a break and poke some fun at Pete.
I don't know if it's more scenic than this is probably as much. This is crazy.
Yeah.
It is. Beautiful.
Yeah, we're bombing down the road and I see something flying down the road. And what the hell is that? It was a seal about myself.
Yeah.
And you just said,
Dude, it's been a tough day for Pete, okay?
And you just said fucking and kept going?
Dude, I'm drinking as soon as we get to Panamint. My camera's malfunctioning. One more thing that goes wrong. Oh, thank you. Some fellowship.
Come by the shop. We'll get you hooked up.
I will follow when we go.
You can try them on, you know.
Well, we've had ourselves a few tank slapper moments. Yep.
Of course, now it's back over to the east side and another side quest, the Cerro Gordo mine.
That was such a climb, bro.
Oh my god.
Is my camera on?
Yeah.
Just got to the Cerro Gordo mine.
So that's the easy road here.
Cerro Gordo Mine, or Fat Hill in English, began operations in 1866, but it wasn't until the early 1880s that they really ramped up production and became the largest producer of silver and lead in California history. In the early 1900s, just as the lead and silver were beginning to dry up, a huge deposit of zinc was discovered at Cerro Gordo. carrying this mine through and beyond the 1940s, and making it one of California's most profitable mines. Cerro Gordo closed in 1957, and in 2018 it was bought by a fellow named Brent Underwood, whose intent is to turn it into a tourist attraction. However, unfortunately, the original hotel, shown in this picture, burned down in 2020. And here, in the upper right-hand corner, you can see the new hotel that is under construction. Well, that's pretty much it for day 2, as they make their way without incident to Penman Springs. Here, they'll get some much-needed rest, and Pete can finally put this day behind him with an ice-cold beer, or 12. On day 3, they will travel from Penman Springs to Tonopah, Nevada. And since I could find no clips celebrating the launch of day 3, just this shot of the guys gathering for breakfast, I'm thinking that the enthusiasm of the previous 2 days has given way to survival for day 3, which is not a criticism. I would have reached that point in 3 blocks. For the first leg of this journey, they will travel Route 190 to Saline Valley Road. Reaching Saline Valley Road, they are now back on the Southern California BDR. This section will take them all the way into Nevada, but there will be a few stops along the way. The first one will be a little break at the junction of Saline Valley Road and Hunter Mountain Road.
Yeah, I bet if you were camping, if this was your camp spot on this crystal clear night, I bet the skies just blow your skirt up.
Yeah.
That road, you want full tire pressure on that road.
Hey John, little single track.
Now, staying true to the Southern California BDR, albeit in reverse, they will continue on Hunter Mountain Road all the way to Tea Kettle Junction. After a quick break and a couple of pictures, they take a right on Racetrack Valley Road and head for Ubehebe Crater.
Funny, GPS tells me to go left. Do not enter. One way only.
The fellows have reached Ubehebe Crater. Located on the northern tip of the Cottonwood Mountains, this geologic feature can be easily mistaken for a volcano, but it is actually what we call a maar. A maar is the result of a phreatic eruption, and a phreatic eruption is when magma rises towards the surface, interacts with groundwater, and causes a steam explosion. The explosion pulverizes the existing sedimentary rock and the intruding magma, scattering debris all over the landscape and leaving a gaping hole in the earth. And this gaping hole is roughly a half a mile wide and 700 feet deep. Now, the date of this event is all over the map. Some say it's 2,000 to 7,000 years old. Others have dated it at 800 years old. I'm not about to throw my guess in the hat. Now we'll head south on the North Highway, connect with Mud Canyon Road, and head east into Nevada and the Rhyolite Ghost Town.
Train depot. This town used to have 10,000 people or something here. And there's buildings all throughout. One of the really cool things to see is the bottle house. The Tom Keller, whatever the guy's name was, a house with all these bottles. It's kind of cool.
Interesting.
And then we'll go up to the little creeper area.
Yeah, we'll go to the creeper area after.
So depending on what all you want to see or
I'll just follow you guys. There's not, yeah, for me it's like, okay.
The town of Rhyolite started laying down roots back in 1905. What began as a mining camp, in just a couple of short years became a bustling town with a population of roughly 5,000. Rhyolite got its name from the igneous rock rhyolite, a viscous, high-silicate magma often associated with the hydrothermal deposition of gold and other precious metals. With telephone, electricity, piped water, a school and a hospital, Rhyolite seemed to be a permanent fixture on the landscape. But by 1911, the party was over. Rhyolite rose and fell as quickly as a movie set. Next stop, the Rhyolite Bottle House. This house was built in 1906 by a fellow named Tom Kelly. It is said that due to a shortage of actual building materials, Tom was inspired to use bottles from local saloons to build his house. He used 50,000 bottles and adobe mud to complete construction, and it remains really the only intact structure in Rhyolite today. Well, that's pretty much it for the sightseeing on day 3. They're going to leave Rhyolite behind, and now it's just balls out to Tonopah on the Nevada BDR Section 3. Ron and John have stopped right about here to talk about the rough terrain they just covered and to wait for Kelly and Pete to catch up.
And waited until I could see those guys.
Yeah?
And I finally saw them, but it was so fucking far back, I thought I was gonna wait. And I thought, oh, fuck it, man.
Dude, it was that section was crazy.
Oh, man, I thought for sure I was going over there. I mean, I fucking went into it fucking deep. Mike just fucking come back up.
Yeah. I'm gonna get these guys on. Fucking Pete.
He's like, fuck this. Well, maybe we gotta go.
In what is the last usable bit of footage for day 3, the fellas regroup where the Nevada BDR crosses Scotty's Castle Road.
Did you guys lose 2 packs of dude wipes?
Nope.
I thought maybe you guys lost them. They're like brand new.
Pete, you were focused motherfucker when you went by us, bro. You didn't even see, you were just fucking raw.
Dude, I didn't see dude,
No,
I
you
didn't see anything for the last 2 hours. I was focused on those yoop-de-doos, wiped out heavy on one. Had to have my boy pick me out of it. How about you?
Dude, I think I I kissed my navigation system a couple times.
Dude, I was like, we thought you were gonna jump from berm to berm.
I had a couple of them.
From there, they'll rip through Gold Point, Goldfield, and on to Tonopah, where they'll mukbang a grip of pizza and prepare for the next day. And the next day will be a simple, uneventful road trip back to Carson City from Tonopah. And now we will fast forward to their arrival in Carson City.
So what do you guys think? I'm recording the final. John, was it everything you expected?
Incredible.
Incredible is right.
Incredible.
920 miles, baby.
Yeah, man. Where's Younger?
No injuries.
Oh, no injuries. Everything's good. Dude, that was rough.
Yep. Yeah, man.
Good times.
Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.